Hello?
Stop it! Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
Hey guys, welcome to the Halloween special that's not coming out anywhere near Halloween. I'm really sorry about that again because it's just been so busy with school, but it's finally out, this video, and I'm hoping you're enjoying it. I guess this is going to be my November special, but
December special
maybe when I'm done classes. But today we're going to be talking to you guys about Halloween Season of the Witch. I got the Scream Factory right here. I know, it's pretty snazzy.
Pretty snazzy, yeah.
Only like $100. No, I'm just kidding. It was like $30 $30. You get tons of special features on it, and it's 4K. It's like great Scream Factory set. I have all of them. So, and yeah, I have Taylor here as my guest in all my reviews of this Halloween special.
Yep, I'm here.
You've seen him in the Clerks 3 review. Go watch that. Subscribe and like to this channel because if you like this content, Halloween 3 Season of the Witch stars Tom Atkins, and it's directed by Tommy Lee Wallace, who was actually meant to direct Halloween 2, but he was like, I don't want to direct the same shit as John Carpenter. He's my friend.
Exactly. Yeah.
And he doesn't even really want to make this movie. I'm not going to fucking direct this. And he was more interested in the anthology aspect that John Carpenter was trying to do for Halloween 2. So he finally was like, yeah, I'm down to direct Halloween 3 because this is not Michael Myers. I don't want to do something that the fucking auteur himself, John Carpenter, already did perfectly.
Exactly. You can't top what Carpenter's done, so he wanted to go outside the box, do something different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What are your positives actually at first?
I like how it was different. It was a good change of pace from what you're used to for Halloween 1, 2, and 4 and onwards. It was a nice little different movie. I also really liked like the whole aesthetic of the film. It's very seasonal. It feels very festive, very it's very Halloween, without being slashing, killing Michael Myers, right?
It feels more Halloween than Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I really like that. I love seeing the trick-or-treaters, and you get a lot, like, there is kids in the original Halloween, but you don't see them trick-or-treating. You see them just in the house, running away from Michael Myers. Just called Halloween because it's set on Halloween.
Halloween night, yeah.
It was actually not even meant to be set on Halloween. It was meant to be set on, I think, 3 days or something like that, but then the budget was so low, so they're like, well, Black Christmas did well. Another holiday? Is there another holiday we could do?
At least it wasn't Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that would have been weird. I think there is a Thanksgiving horror film.
We should look into that. Maybe that's a Thanksgiving special.
Yeah. My positives, honestly, I'm feeling the same way. I love how it's an original story. I understand why people were kind of sick of Michael Myers. You know, you got two movies, two perfect films, in my opinion. I think the second one's a great sequel. A lot of people don't like it. If you look at the reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, they're not good. I don't know how. I think it's a great sequel, and it feels like a John Carpenter movie, which I love.
It really does.
Yeah, it was fun. The first time I watched it when I was a kid, I didn't love it because it was kind of boring. But yeah, I was glad they went on a different direction. The first time even watching it for me, I liked it. This movie, I like the main character. I think it's Tom Atkins. I fucking love him. Watch him in any movie. He's fucking badass. Night of the Creeps, which you still need to watch. Tom Atkins in that, amazing. I think he's a great actor. He plays a doctor in this.
He's a very lovable dick in this movie.
Yeah. He's basically like the ladies' man, you know. He's getting all the ladies. He's getting that old nurse. Remember?
Oh, that old nurse and that girl who's way too young for him.
Yeah. I also just like the storyline. I like how they're going to a town
outside of Haddonfield, even.
Yeah, outside of Haddonfield.
Kind of expands the map.
Yeah. They go into a town about these masks that something's wrong with them, or because the main girl that Tom Atkins is with, her father died with the mask in her hands.
Yeah, the silver shamrock masks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the masks are like selling like crazy. There's the commercials for them. They're like the hot ticket item of the season. It all seems fine until, you know, the guy gets wheeled into the hospital gripping the mask. I can't remember exactly what he says, but something about like don't trust it or you know, beware of it.
And then when you get to the town, everything's fucking weird. Like there's a curfew.
Yeah. But it's like an 8 o'clock curfew, which is very strange because it's a factory town, right?
Yeah.
Everyone seems very happy and jolly. Why would there be?
And
a
like
curfew?
if you get hurt or anything, you get sent to the factory to get fixed up. There's no hospital. There's nothing. It's just no one knows what's going on in that factory. They just think that they're just making masks.
Yeah, because there's a scene in the motel where the woman's face gets blown off from the mask. Yeah. And here comes along just a silver shamrock van. Yeah. And, you know, the guy, Cochran, being like, oh, it's all good. Don't worry about it. It's like...
That's another thing I love about the movie, Cochran.
Cochran, he's a good villain. Very good villain.
He's a jokester. He was basically, I guess he owned like a joke store or something like that.
Yeah, like a trick store.
Yeah, back in the day. This movie, this whole plot is basically a whole trick against the world.
It's one big joke.
Yeah, him basically giving away masks and then putting like a spell or like magic over the masks. So then from tombstones.
It looked like Stonehenge or something.
Oh, Stonehenge, yeah. And putting it in the mask, and then the kids' like heads like
turn into bugs and serpents and stuff. There's that great scene with the one kid. Next to the TV because it's the button, the crest on the back of the mask that like enacts like the transformation. And it's just his head just immediately starts
creepy.
oozing
It's
out
like they were not scared to kill off a kid.
Well, the whole thing is they're killing dozens of kids, hundreds, thousands.
I like the ending because it's abrupt. You don't know if Tom Atkins actually saves the day.
Yeah, it's a nice cliffhanger.
And if you really think about it, his kids have those masks. They probably did die.
Yeah, they were in front of the TV. They were loving it.
I really enjoyed it. A lot of people hate this movie. But there's a really huge cult following now, especially since Halloween Ends came out, because it is a big inspiration from Halloween 3, Halloween Ends.
Absolutely, yeah.
Even by the title. Yeah. Yeah, the title font and everything, the title credits are exactly the same.
Identical.
So what are your negatives of Halloween 3, Taylor? Because I know you have a lot more than I do.
It's great how it's a different film. I do like how it's something new, you know, it branches out from 1 and 2, but... It's strange because it almost ignores the first two movies. There's the bit where he's in the chair and he's watching the television, and it's like, you know, Halloween movie of the year, right? You know, John Carpenter's Halloween. So it's almost like it takes place in the real world, but it doesn't. Like, where it takes place is like a little bit confusing to me.
But the thing is, it's an anthology. It's like Twilight Zone. Each story is not set in the same universe.
Yeah, but still, it could have been nice to, you know, a bit more...
but... not every anthology has the same place. Like Creepshow, none of it takes place in the same universe. It's all just different stories.
Yeah, but then shouldn't have been.
I think that's what John Carpenter was going for. I think it would have worked better as a Halloween sequel than the third one. But I love Halloween too, so I would not want it to happen like that.
Well, it could have even been, just if you had like, Halloween 2 was Season of the Witch, and then Halloween 3 was like the return of Michael Myers. Like, hey, but at the same time, I do like the way it's set out.
But what it was set out was that there was not supposed to be a return of Michael Myers, but because that did so badly, I really think that what they should have done was just, they could have just been done with Michael Myers, done with Halloween, and just made Season of the Witch.
I'm glad they didn't, though. You would not have gotten such great moments
I know.
as
But if you really
Halloween
think
Resurrection.
About it, Halloween
Come on.
2018 probably still would have happened.
Oh yeah, but you wouldn't have had Resurrection.
I know, Resurrection's such a good film. I do like Halloween 4. I actually really love Halloween 4.
Halloween 4 is actually a very good movie.
It is. It's a really good movie.
I know people don't love it, but I quite like Curse of Michael Myers.
I love Curse of Michael Myers. It's one of my favorites. That and H2O, the last 20 minutes. Fucking awesome.
Hey, Michael!
Michael! Resurrection's terrible.
It's awful.
I like the Rob Zombie ones, which we are next talking about Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, so get ready for that.
Controversial one.
Yes. Halloween 3 to me is just a fun movie to watch. It's not perfect at all. There were some issues. There were some pacing issues.
Yeah.
Some of the editing is not perfect. But it does feel like a John Carpenter homage movie. I love that. You could definitely see Tommy Lee Wallace was under John Carpenter's wing throughout.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, and even just the style of filming, it's very Carpenter-esque. Like you could tell that Tommy Lee Wallace like really looked at the first 2 Halloween movies, took inspiration from them, like really said, okay, what makes this scene impactful? What about the filming of this bit makes it stand out, makes it special, and integrated that to Halloween 3.
Exactly. I love Halloween 3. I don't know. A lot of people hate it, but it's so much fun. I enjoy it. And it's funny, last year I watched it, and I hated it. My third viewing of watching it, the first 2 times I did like it, and I watched it again last year, and maybe I just wasn't in the mood. I was hungover, so maybe that was why.
I think it depends on the mindset that you enter the movie in. If you enter it thinking, okay, this is probably going to be a bad movie, or you expect like this to be like, oh, this is Halloween, so this has to be a great, fantastic cinematic masterpiece.
But I am fine without Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Again, I fucking love Halloween Ends, so don't always trust me, I guess, guys. Go into the movie being like, maybe Christian's right, but probably not. But I do love Halloween Ends. Sure. But I like the visuals of this movie. I think the effects were pretty well done.
Yeah.
I think there were some funny parts, like the first death of that robot guy when the car moves down. That's not how he dies.
I did like the robot guys quite a bit in the movie because the way that they walked around, like how they were kind of quiet and like really like stiff. They remind me of Michael Myers.
Yeah, I definitely got Michael Myers references to that, and they're definitely going for that 100%. For sure. And that was kind of like their version of Michael Myers in this movie was just these robot guys, and I thought the effects on them were pretty good as well because when they like actually like got squished or something.
Oh yeah, all the yellow like blood.
It was cool. It was not actually like blood or anything.
Yeah,
it
kind of reminded me of Alien.
Yeah, I like that.
Guys, with the white.
Yeah, overall, I really enjoy it. I recommend checking it out. I think it's a really fun, cool, different story. I know a lot of people find it somewhat boring, but
it's a fun movie. Like,
it is.
If you just sit down with some friends and you pop it in, you're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, just have a few drinks with it, and I'm sure you'll have some enjoyment out of it. There's some cool deaths. There is some funny parts in it that are definitely not meant to be funny, but they're enjoyable.
Yeah.
So I would probably rate it an 8 out of 10. I am biased, but I actually really enjoy it. And yeah, what would you give it out of 10?
It's about a 7. It's a good movie. It's a fantastic movie in a lot of ways, but don't expect it to be a cinematic masterpiece that you're gonna be like, yes, I can see this little area here. It's this is referencing it. Like it's just a fun movie. Yeah,
it's just a seasonal film. They weren't going for anything amazing. Just like the original Halloween, they weren't going for anything amazing, but they did make something amazing.
Yep.
And that's what a good mindset is.
Yeah, just go into it with no expectations. Yeah. Just let the film speak for itself.
But yeah, guys, so I hope you enjoy the review and enjoying the shorts. And the next review in this Halloween special will be Halloween 2, Rob Zombie's cut. Thanks for being in the review, Taylor.
I'll be in the next one too.
Yeah,
so
exactly. So get ready
stuck seeing me.
Exactly. We'll see you in the Halloween 2 review next.
So, is there anything you'd like to say to me, Dave?
Depression is an interesting one, Doc. I mean, come on. It's insane how many people could easily get diagnosed with depression. let's say, unenjoyable moment from someone's childhood. It could be their dad beating the shit out of them with a fucking bat, or just perhaps one of their little toys being lost. Anything really. It's gonna make a huge impact on what kind of human they'll end up being in the future. To be totally honest with you, Doc, I don't even know what kind of person I've become today, but I don't like it.
Dave, can you look at me when you're talking, please? Also, we're not here to talk about your depression, man. That's our Tuesday meetings. We're actually here to talk about your paranoia. Can we shift your focus on that a little bit more, please? Yeah, thank you.
Depression, paranoia, they're so different, aren't they, Doc? They're the same fucking thing. I don't get why you gotta be so specific. Haven't I been diagnosed with both of them?
Can I ask you a question, Dave? Why don't you tell me about those nightmares you keep having? You said something about a guy with a mask.
No. I don't want to talk about that, Doc.
What was the name of the masked man again? El Escarleta
Assassino. Doc, are you listening to me? I said I don't want to fucking talk about this!
Listen, Dave, I'm here because you have a problem, and I want to help you through it. I'm not looking to pry or anything, it's just that I think you should know that you can talk to me about anything that bothers you just to get it off your chest, you know?
I know you're trying to help. Does that mean we're done?
Oh no, we're good. It's just a text, man. We're good. You were saying?
Right,
well, that's actually gonna be it for today's session, Dave. I will see you on Friday afternoon, alright?
yeah, I guess.
Perfect. I'll see you later, Dave, alright? Get some rest.
So guys, Halloween 2, not Rob Zombie's Halloween 1, but Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 we'll be talking about. We'll be specifically talking about the director's cut, because that's the version I prefer, to be honest with you. The theatrical cut, they just cut out even more things out of it, and it's most of the good things they cut out of it. So, let's talk about the director's cut. The plot of Halloween 2. Now, I'm going to tell you guys the plot by the back, because I don't even know how to explain this movie. Evil has a new destiny. Michael Myers is back in this terrifying sequel to Rob Zombie's visionary reimagining of Halloween. It is that time of year again, and Michael Myers has returned home to sleepy Haddonfield, Illinois, to take care of some unfinished family business. Unleashing a trail of terror that only Horror Master Zombie can, Myers will stop at nothing to bring closure to the secrets of his twisted past. But the town's got an unlikely new hero if they could only stay alive long enough to stop the unstoppable. That's not really the plot, but you know.
Not really, but it does enough.
Why do they say like a hero? It's Laurie. You know it's Laurie.
Yeah.
And Dr. Loomis, who became a huge asshole.
Oh, yeah, oh my god, yeah.
But yeah, let's talk about it. What are your positives of the movie, Taylor?
I really like how this one, it felt like Rob Zombie was actually doing his own thing, unlike Halloween, his first one. That one just felt like a shot-for-shot kind of remake of the original.
Yeah.
This one felt like he had his own ideas, his own plans, his own characters that he threw into it, and it felt entirely unique.
I completely agree. I think it's cool to see a new story, and it's very different compared to any other Halloween movie I've seen.
Yeah, it's truly a one-of-a-kind, especially with the visuals.
Oh yeah, I think that, of course, there's an inspiration from Halloween 2 in the beginning, the first 15 minutes of the hospital scene. Other than that,
It almost like it fooled you a little bit, where you're like, okay, this is going to be a shot-for-shot of Halloween 2, and then you're like,
yeah, it's
what's
funny.
this horse?
I know, and white
talk
horse
about the white
topic will be
horse.
talked at the very end, because there's a lot to talk about for the white horse. But Halloween 2, the hospital scene, it's 15 minutes long of Laurie running. This is the beginning. Laurie's in the hospital after the events of Halloween 1. And you see her getting chased by Michael Myers. It's a really intense, really fucking amazing scene.
It's a great scene. She goes to this booth where this random guy,
yeah.
Buddy, is trying to help her for at least 10 minutes.
Yeah, this whole dude. I don't even know this. This never happened, actually, in real life.
No, it's
In
all
the
a
movie.
dream.
And she meets like this guy, and he's like, "Oh, I'll help you," and everything. And then he dies, and then she's about to get killed too, and then
And
she
then she
wakes up
wakes up.
screaming. And that's when the actual movie starts. You do, in the first 5 minutes of the movie, there is a little bit of an introduction, like Michael Myers getting out of the ambulance.
Yep.
And that was a cool scene. It was kind of funny with the cow. And then there was a lot of fucks in the movie.
Well, yeah, any zombie film is like that. He
Yeah.
seems to really enjoy swearing in his films.
Yeah, we'll show you a clip right here.
Fuck. I did like the imagery when it came to those like Michael's vision sequences. There's the bit with the horse and young Michael, and then Sherry Zombie as his mother. I like the like visual aesthetics of that. That was stunning. I
thought it
great.
looked really good. It's very grindhouse,
Yeah.
very dark and menacing. But the visions were cool. It's very different compared to again any other Halloween movie before. Like, even the last one, they never did any of that.
No.
That's kind of an issue with it. It's that if he was doing this, he should have started doing this in the first one.
Yeah.
Because it just kind of was tacked in because he wanted his wife to be in the movie. But let's talk about the main characters first. Laurie, Dr. Loomis, Annie, Brackett.
The best character.
Brackett definitely carries the fucking movie.
Oh, Brad Dourif.
Brad Dourif,
crushes it.
fucking amazing. I think he is an incredible actor. I think he does a good job in every movie he's in. I think he should have been more in the last Halloween movie, honestly.
Yeah, I would have liked to see more of his character. He
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
just felt like he was just there in the first one.
Yeah.
The
did
second
he-
one, they finally actually gave him a bit of spotlight.
Oh yeah, very. He was kind. Like he was an actual nice guy. He
Yeah.
was taking care of Laurie and Annie, and they were just shitting on him the entire time. They were like, "Fuck you, Brackett. Man, you're the worst dad ever." Like,
Even though the
why
guy
the hell do you still live
literally
home? At
has
home?
like provided everything for his daughter and Lori,
They're like 25 and they still
Yeah.
live at home.
all because he wanted meat on his pizza.
Yeah.
Fuck you, we're vegan.
Yeah, it was so stupid. I'm like, yeah, so Laurie, again, her character very much changed from the first one because it has been, 3 years?
Yeah, I think about.
It's
3,
weird.
it says.
In the theatrical cut, it's 2 years. In the director's cut, it's 3 years. I don't know why, but they did it.
No, I
Doesn't
don't.
change anything, but the movie came out 2 years later, but I don't know. But Laurie has changed. She's become more, I don't know, secluded. And
Secluded, isolated. She has a bit of PTSD from the
Yeah.
event of the first movie.
so she's a lot angrier
Hmm.
and just scared because she doesn't want to hurt anyone, so she kind of makes everyone like to back off. Like she's pushing away Annie.
Yeah.
She's being mean to her. I understand people who don't really like that, but I'm like, I do get it.
It feels realistic to what Laurie would have went through after the events of the first film. Nobody can be normal after that. Like
Yeah.
you see her in therapy sessions, and you can tell like even she's hard to trust those kind of people. Her trust is completely shattered.
Oh yeah, like this movie, the first movie was way more gruesome than the original Halloween movie, and what Laurie went through that.
Yep.
In this one, Michael was like, I don't even like. She like shot Michael. He was like trying to kill her when she was on like the floorboards and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and it was intense. Like, this was a lot more shit that she's going through. Laurie and Michael in the original met for like 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And this, it was a good 20, 25 minutes of them together. So and another thing is, in this one she actually like,
She finds out that Michael's her brother, and
yeah,
that she was
that
the
fucks her up
baby
even
from
more,
the
you
beginning of
know.
the first
And
one.
I think that's even more alarming and makes her even more scared for the people that she knows. Annie, she's likable. She's there for Laurie again. Again, she's not great to her dad, but I like Danielle Harris. She's also in Halloween 4 and Halloween 5. She came back as a different character, which is cool. I think she's a good actor. She hasn't really been in anything other than those movies.
Yeah, she does good with the moves that she's in.
Yeah, it's whatever. I like the movie. I can fully say that. I do like it. I think Michael was cool in it. I do wish he wasn't wearing the mask. I mean, I do wish he was wearing the mask.
I wish he was wearing the mask, mostly because the first Rob Zombie Halloween sets up the whole thing of when he's in the hospital with Loomis, he can only wear the mask.
Yeah, like,
He will not be seen without it. Like, there is no little Michael, there is only Michael with the mask.
yeah, and you only put the masks on when you like kill people.
Yeah, but even in the first one, when when he's walking out of his cell, he has
Yeah.
his hair in his face. He just doesn't want anyone to see his face. But this one, they kind of just chucked that out the window.
Yeah, they show his face for like half the movie.
Yeah, like most of them.
I guess negatives. Taylor, take it away.
One word: die.
Die!
The fact that they make Michael Myers talk in this movie is ridiculous, in my opinion.
It was so random.
Yeah, it just comes out of nowhere. You're like, really?
Yeah.
I kind of laughed when that happened. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it was not good. There was scenes where he would grunt and stuff.
Oh yeah, when he's killing people, he was making all the noises.
Yeah. So they're setting it up. And I think Rob Zombie knew because it was cut out of the theatrical.
Yeah.
But it's like, why put in the director's cut? Why did you want him to say die, Rob Zombie, so badly?
Mm.
Like, I understand you wanted a different vision, but if he doesn't talk the rest of the movie and the other movie, why get him to talk now? Just to say die. That's it.
And make noises when he's stabbing a nurse.
Yeah.
I don't know, the whole thing with Michael is like, the fact that he doesn't speak, the fact that he walks so robotically makes you like creeped out even more by him.
He's the shape.
Yeah, exactly. So by adding this weird human element to him, I just can't get behind that. It kind of sucks.
It was disappointing. There was a lot of parts that I was disappointed, but I do have to say I do like this movie more than Rob Zombie's Halloween first one because it did have some more balls. It had balls and it did something different.
You can appreciate it for that.
I didn't like the changes that Rob Zombie did to the original Halloween. To be
Nor
honest.
did I. It felt like he was trying to make the same movie, but also he just couldn't make it at the same time.
Yeah.
So he's like, all right, this will work. We'll do this instead. We'll have Laurie swear the entire film.
And they never. He made a new version of the Halloween theme song. And they never used it. They always use the John Carpenter composed one.
Yeah.
And in the most random scenes.
Oh, like in the first one where he's at the school looking in, and all of a sudden the theme
Yeah.
song plays.
And in Halloween 2, they didn't even play the theme.
No.
Not until the credits.
Yeah, it
And
was
I'm like, it's a
strange.
Halloween movie.
Yeah. At least play it during those like weird dream sequences.
Yeah.
That would have been perfect.
Those dream sequences were really cool. But again, White Horse. Let's talk about that.
Oh, the White Horse.
That
Here
is
we go.
the worst thing. The only reason... So basically it's a metaphor for what?
There's a quote in the beginning. So the first frame of the movie, before it starts, there's a quote that says about white horses and psychology. It says that they're linked to instinct, purity, and the drive of the physical body to release powerful emotional forces like rage and ensuing chaos and destruction.
So basically like Michael and Laurie have a link.
Yeah, this weird connection through this horse.
Yeah, and it's so stupid.
I guess it's also the connection through the fact that they're siblings as well.
The thing that's dumb is that they didn't set it up in the first one. They just put it in randomly in the second one, so then Rob Zombie could have his wife.
Cherry Zombie just
In the
be... Well, she was in the first one, but not for very long.
Yeah,
It was just kind of an excuse to bring her back.
literally.
Yeah.
Like, they could have just done flashbacks. They
Mm.
didn't really need her. But it was just a dumb thing, and it could have been cut out of the movie, and it would have been perfectly fine.
Yep.
But overall, I enjoy it still. I still have a lot of positives, but a little bit more negatives with the movie. That's why I'm going to probably give it a 6.5 out of 10. One of my least favorite Halloween movies. Probably, like, low with Resurrection and stuff.
Yeah, it's about on par with Resurrection. I'd give it about a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this part of the Halloween special so far than the skit. There's more of the skit to come. But beforehand, I wanted to say that we're going to actually have a part 2 of the Halloween special where it's just going to be a full Halloween Ends review. Because there's so much to say about that movie, and it just came out. I've seen it 3 times now, so I can kind of know what to say about the movie.
You got a lot on your mind to speak about.
And I'm not going to say if I liked it or not, but a lot to say. And I think Taylor does too, and
without a doubt.
will be a special guest also who else is coming. And they have not been in any video before, so it'll be awesome getting them in. But yeah, so we will see you in the next video. We hope you enjoy the rest of the skit.